Rintrah, I love this anime. I mean, what is in that lamp? I would like some. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right. I don't even remember exactly which war this was. I think it was War 10. I don't know. I was in Mexico on a pool, on a beach, having some drinks, and I knew that I needed to make up for my previous performance in war. I'd had a few too many pina coladas, and we needed to get a couple wins just to make sure we could stay in Masters. We're up against DSVG. I'm sure you know many of the awesome players there. And I got assigned. I got my assignment. Rank 4 Shang Chi, Rank 4 Rintrah. Had never brought him to war before. I'm really pumped up to show you that. And then Mr. Fantastic. I mean, this just felt like so apropos for my server, right? DLL, almost like the smartest man in the battle realm himself. Loves Reed, and I finally get to use him in war. You can see I've applied all of the pre-fights. I'm not sure exactly how much sense that made as far as needing it, because Reed benefited from the attacker tactic here. That's fine, so I don't need to be too worried about Mystic Dispersion. But Hood was going to have that increased combat power rate, so I really just wanted to concentrate on ensuring I was landing my parries, hitting heavy to refresh those debuffs, as they're going to help me out here, right? The combat power and all these good things. And then make sure I get Hood to throw his SB1s, and we'll get that that passive. I think it's called the Careful Steady passive up. And that's why I even threw my SB1 first, is to get the taunt going. And then you're going to see I will work my way to the SB2. The way this fight could go wrong or sideways really is if you accidentally push Hood to his SB2. His SB2 can kind of sneak up on you and take some hits, and then also he goes invisible, which would be a real problem here. But this just really shows off the power of Reed, Mr. Fantastic. Really do enjoy him. DLL's been on top of this since before the buff even happened, and then he got that buff. This feels like a nice time to... If you're enjoying the content, I'm back from vacation. We're going to be getting out content again on a more regular schedule. Hit like, hit subscribe, do me a favor, throw a comment, maybe share this with someone you enjoy, or if you don't think the information is good, send it with someone you do not like. A little self-sabotage there, not self-sabotage, sabotage of others. So anyways, that fight was smooth, it felt good, I enjoyed being able to use Reed. Now, coming in for this fight against Terrax, Rintrah, as we're seeing or know, is a fantastic counter to Terrax. He has the increased energy resistance to begin with, and then when he gets armor breaks, he actually gets stronger. He gets attack from them, and he minimizes their effectiveness, their potency. Now you're going to see I'm going to actually make a couple mistakes, and I want to show you this because, one, we can all learn from it, and two, I'm going to show you another fight. It's going to be from a different war where I basically use a better strategy here. What I did not do was consider that Terrax does have buffs. This is the strategy you see me use here is better for if your opponent does not have buffs. In this case, Terrax does, and you're going to hear a lot of talking. In fact, I'll eventually get out a Essentials video on Rintrah, and I'm going to talk at length, well, not too much, but enough to cover it, about his SIG ability, and you're going to see the power gain start to come in. I should have thrown my SP1. You do get a nice little fury off of it, but you can see how much damage we've already done without even the SP2. But what I did by going straight to my SP2 there was I left myself in a situation where because that didn't crit, I then ended up here with Terrax having all this power. I then triggered the node. I'm not worried. I mean, Rintrah has a tremendous amount of health, and I also had those boosts on. Even there, once getting hit with those armor breaks on, with the stun, I was fine. I think I'm going to actually push him to my SP3, so I never even get off that huge SP2. And he still just absolutely handles this fight. This was a rank 4 Terrax on a relatively difficult node. And then Rintrah, I love this anime. I mean, what is in that lamp? I would like some. But it powers him up. If Terrax had not died from this special 3, Rintrah would have got a nice little heal there based on, I think, how many mystic charges I had. I can't think exactly what he calls them. And how much health is missing. And then, like I said, so that was really, I want to show you anyways, because I was excited. It's my first fight with R4 Rintrah. But then I also wanted you to see, if your opponent's got buffs, don't be scared of that SP1. It's going to give you a chance to build up more ruptures, which you really want to explode off that SP2. Anyways, and we'll take a look at another fight that's similar, showing that strategy, that rotation, if you will. And then, like I said, I will be getting out the Essentials on him, I don't know, next week or so. We'll get that out. I'm working on it right now. So, going into this fight against Spider-Ham, you've seen me take this really well. The previous war, it was actually, this was one of the deaths. I think I ended up with like 2, maybe even 3. Really, I was not happy with my performance. Everyone was understanding. We won the war anyway, so it worked out, but you don't like having that happen. So we want to keep the slow up on Spider-Ham, and then go unblockable. This is feeling really good, right? He's eventually going to get his porker poppers, I believe they're called, on me. So I'm going to make sure I use my cleanse. I think we're going to set that up right about here. I'm trying to get him to throw the special because I prefer not to deal with his SP2 on this node in particular. It's fine. As you can see, it worked out okay. But he's now up to 9 of his nonsense, which means he has an increased evade chance. Got the slow back off. I should cleanse right there. Now you're going to see this happen. I feel like I've got the slow on. He's got the 10 spider on, but we're fine. I thought I was going to end the fight with this SP2. I truly did. This is a rank 4 Spider-Ham, so maybe that kind of came into play here, but he's down to 57% health. I'm not running recoil. I think with recoil, we would have had the result I was looking for, but you're going to see here, boom, and then you're going to see me really just be so puzzled that I did not end the fight. It just didn't happen. It takes some shots to the face. I've now lost my indestructible. I'm like, okay, don't turn this into a loss after what should be a clear win. So really, presence of mind there. I did not mean to block the hit. It was an accidental parry. Now I'm like, I've got to keep him stun locked and then hope I get some luck. I thought I would have got some SP2, which I did not. Fortunately, it worked out. Not the cleanest fight. I have a very clean version of that fight on my channel for you to check out. You can see how it works out. Shang-Chi can do so many things. In fact, I'm going to do one more war video from this last season. Shang-Chi taking Void on node 26. Really cool strategy. Great use of Shang-Chi. Got the strategy from my boy, I think it was Wheeler, and Karate Mike. No shot, Karate Mike knows a good strategy. So, all right, here we go. Now, here's the fight with Rintrah that I wanted to show you. This is a rank 4 Silver Surfer. He's not going to be running recoil. And we got the steady build up Fury, long distance relationship, heal block, and then insult to injury with the debuff here, hurting our defensive ability accuracy. So that did add some complications to it. You're going to see something kind of strange here. I've talked to the MCoC Illuminati, and the guys are like, I think what the game is reading is Rintrah's handling of the armor break is a bit of a purified. So you're going to see me getting these passive Furies, but when I throw the SP2, I don't have any on, so it's fine. For our sakes. So here we go. So I've got these Furies on. They really shouldn't be there, I don't think, my reading of the node, but it's not really making a material difference. But that's what I was showing you there with that SP1. Then because we had those 20 mystical charges, when Surfer throws his special, we get the nice root, which allows us to go in and punish. That's the point of that. We'll go over this again more when we do the essentials. Then we actually end the combo in a light, so we get our own root. We get up only 28 ruptures, which wasn't a ton, and that still crits for over 100,000. I'm not boosted at all. This is a rank 4 Rintrah, not boosted. You see how quickly that went. The Terrax fight should have looked very similar. Again, they have buffs. I think you really do want to throw that SP1, take advantage of it, helps you build up those ruptures, then you explode with the big SP2. Without buffs, I don't think there's anything wrong with going straight to the SP2. And again, I'll go over that in more detail with the essentials video, which again, I'm working on. We'll get that out as soon as possible. I really do love this champion. It's a lot of fun. It's no shock to see so many rank 4 Rintrahs, even though he's so relatively new to the game. We did end up winning that war against DSVG. It was a great war. I think they made masters. We made masters. Everyone it wins and is happy. Munash, Sweda. I've heard they're good players. And then congratulations to our MVP, Bryn, B. McG, and my own battle group, and Manuel, who was an amazing addition this season. We had a lot of great new additions this season. It was really cool to go back and play alongside them, see all the knowledge, all that Professor X gameplay, and a lot of the newcomers just coming in and helping us get masters, which is what it's all about when you're having a good time along the way. Keep an eye out for Shang-Chi. I hope your war season went well. I hope your openings went well. I'm so happy to be back, get a little more info out to you all, interact a bit more. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.